Cool. Alright, I should be all live and set. Hello. Hey folks, Peter here. I never know how to start these over here. Know how to start them over my Pete Plays the Games channel, but that's different, I suppose. Yeah. Welcome in. As you can see by the title, if I have it all set right, I'm going to be assembling a chronograph watch. The other week I took it apart and I put it in this nice little tray. Parts are in here, all cleaned. Oh, shiny parts. Look at that, huh? Huh. The cameras all look like they're kind of laggy right now. Maybe that's just a thing. Yeah, so most of the parts are washed. I didn't wash some of the screws, just so I didn't have to deal with mixing and matching. I also didn't wash the mainspring barrel, because I am going to have to take this apart in the future and actually put a new spring in there. So I'm not too worried about that one. Otherwise, everything has been cleaned. I'm going to have a picture of all the parts and where they go in the trays. That way I can just put them all back. And then I can start at the one end and work backwards, and I will know where I am. I'm going to have a picture pulled up here for myself. And I'm going to try my best here. I'm going to start there. My gosh, there's so much pressure. And of course my phone screen's not going to stay on, so... All of these parts are so shiny and clean. They got a really long, nice bath. Which one are we on? This one here? All those are super shiny and clean. I love it. Especially this piece. This piece was all kind of smucky. This one. Oh, that looks a lot better. Hopefully the stream looks okay on your guys' end. Like I said, it's a little blotchy for me. Yoke goes in there? Okay. Yoke spring. I didn't take the greatest of pictures here, but that's okay. What up? Where's this spring? Is that you? Well, we'll find out soon enough if that's where you go or not, so... my gear train gears. A couple are stuck together there. Again, these are all just super shiny. I wish I had a warming parts dryer. Oh my gosh. I know I shouldn't touch this with my finger, but that spins. That'd be nice to have my phone up there so I could just reference the picture, but I guess I'm just going to set it here because it keeps shutting off. Oh, no. Okay, you're still in there. Here's another screw. Oh, boy. There we go. I also did something I don't usually do with my washing basket here. Is I just went ahead and just dumped all these parts just right in here. Usually I like to have everything kind of, you know, in its own spot. This time I just said, you know what, we're going to go for it. I'm going to make do with what I've got. There's our main plate. This guy. Why aren't you in any... Oh, you aren't. You are in a picture. Never mind. Thought we were about to have an issue there. Winding. You get your own little box. My hammer. Also, if you're wondering why I'm putting all these parts away instead of just sticking them on a watch, it's because this is my first time reassembling this movement. And I have worked on chronographs before. I've got some Seiko chronographs I've done. And for some reason, I just felt like these were monumentally harder. But so far, it hasn't been too bad. You go in there. We just hit the top of the hour. That's a good timing for all this. Oh, I almost forgot a part. Cannon pinion. Cannon pinion, where did I put you? In the gear train because of the center wheel. Okay. And that should be... Now we hit the top of the hour. I forgot that other beep is... that other beep is like 10-15 seconds early, if not more. Yeah. Okay, so all of the parts are now put away. They're all cleaned. Hands are clean. I don't think I've got finger cuts here, so I can't really completely rule out any finger grease or anything. You know, I've also been touching like my keyboard and my phone and stuff. So I'm picking up little bits here and there, but I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. Oh, I do still have more parts that are in this thing here. Jumping ahead of myself here. Just checking more stuff. Don't mind me. Cool. All right. These, first off, shiny and clean, and they all go right in there. Those are the like the registers, I guess, for the subdials. Well, not one's a register, one's the actual second hand. I did not source a new second hand yet for the center. I do want to wear this watch this week, so I might just try to fiddle with that later. Okay, so I'm going to go and turn this box around. So for me to reassemble this, when I took stuff apart, I started down here, went across, and then I think I went across again. Yeah, because the spring. Yeah, okay. And then the main spring barrel came out after the gear train. Boom, boom, boom. So, I'm going to go in reverse. And boom, 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 boom. And then we'll have this thing put back together. Yeah. Valjoux 7730. If you're curious about that, there you go. It says it right there. It's actually an older one before Valjoux took it over, but it's the same thing. Which I kind of struggle with. I've been looking for a 7750, which is the automatic version of this. But I've seen some with 2 subdials, 3 subdials, and then you get into like the other, like 7751, stuff like that. Also, that is really high up there. Maybe it's because I was so zoomed in. Yeah, maybe that's it. Anyway, so the first thing we're gonna do is setting lever. This is what holds the stem in place. Yeah. Let's see what we can't do here, huh? World Cup started today. Over in, see, my brother studied Arabic years and years ago. And he was telling me, it's pronounced Qatar, not Qatar. But here I am watching it on TV, and everybody is saying Qatar. And I was like, my brother studied Arabic. I would think he would know how to speak. But everything pointed to it being guitar on the TV and stuff, which is weird. Oh well. I had that in the right spot, right? No, this is the right spot. Oh yeah, I took this off camera. Let me just flip this over and make sure that I got that in the right spot. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try to screw this all the way in here. There we go. I guess it just wasn't seated quite correctly there. It just dropped in like nothing. Now it spins freely. Weird. Oh, which is actually nice because then I can flip this over. And now it's not immediately falling out. I'm putting this guy here. I think my favorite part about this lubricant here is that it's blue. It's a grease with apparently like soap in it somehow, that it sticks better. I don't quite get how it works, but it does, so that's all that matters to me. Can I do this? I'm just going to kind of hold it up. Sure, there's other ways of doing that, but that's how I always do it. Okay, and that's got some room there. I did put a little bit of that grease on the underside there, so wherever it's got like a path. Just a little bit of lubrication there. Alright, next tray. That's that installed. That's really that simple. We've got a spring, intermediate wheels, got our yoke, screw. Okay, this is this section. This is, I mean, this is kind of standard for just watches in general. Like, this isn't exclusive to chronographs, so this part's actually easy, I would say. Easier. I'm gonna get some better oil cups. Eventually, I just need to find what's gonna fit well in this space. That's blue. Am I silly? Is it this one over here? It is. Okay. Just some jazz today, huh? Why not? Okay. So we've got 6 parts here, including a screw and a spring. One of these sides like nicer looking than the other. Oh, they're about the same. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's definitely the way that faces. Awesome. Cool. Oh, that was a pretty hefty drop there. Let's try that again. There we go. I like that a lot better. Need some of the blue stuff here. Mobius 9504. That's what this stuff is called. I know, because I wrote it in Sharpie on my container. Got a little bit of grease on the side there. So now I've got to fit this spring. And I'm thinking it goes here like that. So I think what I want to do again, just a little bit of blue there. Where's my handy little thing there? Oh, there's a little hair floating around there. Okay. Why was there a screw already in here? I might have misplaced this screw. I'm just going to put that back in the tray for now until I figure that out later. I need my blue again. Now, I know that screw's not part of this assembly here because it's got a wall, which means that something slides up and down the side of it. Or would lead you to believe, anyway. Wrong end. My bad. Okay. Tiny screws. Little screws here. You know what's weird is normally when I reassemble a watch, I don't go in reverse order like this. I usually go straight to the gear train first and then check that to make sure that that works. But here we are. Small screwdriver, please. Okay. I know where you have to go. Okay. Oh, my right hand is now locked in position. Just so nothing goes flying or anything. There we go. And that is our keyless works reassembled. That's what we use to set the time. And this plate's going to get a little messy too. Again, I'm trying to keep my fingerprints and touching just to this plate here. I'm sure I'll touch other stuff, but... That's it for this side until we get to the center wheel, which is actually coming up here. Real quick. Let's see if we can't do some finagling here. Again, mainspring, barrel, and the spring itself have not been cleaned. I didn't disassemble it because I didn't want to, one-way myself there where I couldn't get it back together or I'd ruin something. Plus, I have to replace that spring, and I'm going to wait till I get the spring, so that way if something does happen and all that, it's all, it's all handled at one time. There's our barrel. At least give it a little pat down here. Okay. Yeah. Got our center wheel. A little high. Okay. There we go. So actually I can't put in that center wheel until I get this locked in place, so not too worried about flipping it back over. Oh no, actually, those were both recorders for the minute and the seconds. The actual seconds timekeeping hand, right here. Okay. Do I have these backwards? No. I'm looking over at the dial to see. No, that would be this, right? Huh. Right, straight across. Why does that seem like that doesn't fit? Why does that seem like it doesn't fit? There's not a... Oh, nope. I had it completely backwards. Now that I think about it. Yo, what up, Logan? Welcome in. I had it backwards. I was thinking I had to go a mile forward through the dial. No, this thing's recessed. The other end sticks out. You can see there. That's my bad. %, fits there. Everybody's in their home. Get under that mainspring. Home gears, home gears. Home gears. Okay. The longer part on this side is actually for the driving wheel. You'll see it later. And it will all make sense. There's our escape wheel clean, but I did not do epilame, whatever you want to call it on there. And apparently up next is some winding crown wheel, and sliding pinion. I have a watch at the shop right now, also a Breitling. The sliding pinion's wrong. Don't mind me, I'm just putting little dots. Little blue dots here. I'll let you see this one a little bit better. So this is the sliding pinion right here. And I ordered one. So first off, here, we'll get you. So there's teeth on here, teeth here. They ratchet with each other. One way they just click and slip, the other way they grip. This engages with various things in the watch. In this instance, this is how we set our time. There's teeth there, which you can kind of see. Oh, move that over again. You can kind of see the teeth on the edge there. The watch that I have that I'm trying to fix at work, only the edge of the teeth, the edges, that's the only thing that was engaging. So when you're setting it or changing the date and stuff, it's just the very edge of it, and it would click, 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 click. Wore out one of the intermediate gears down the line. So I had to get that replaced. I measured it at a 1.33 millimeters. And my supplier measured one that they had, and it was 1.5. Or I measured between 1.2 and 1.3. And they measured between 1.35 and 1.36. 1.32 to 1.33, right? To 3536. So I was like, great, that sounds longer. And when you're in a watch, that hundredth of a millimeter difference is going to make a difference with how far the teeth grab. So I was like, great, send it over. It's like a $5 part. It's it wasn't a huge deal. When I got it, this side, the side that engages with the wheels, with the setting and stuff, was longer, and this side was shorter. But it was, I didn't measure it, but it was longer on one side than the other. Like it didn't match. It wasn't an identical part, which really threw me for a loop. So I was like, okay, did this have the wrong piece in it when it came into the shop and started noticing issues and stuff? Or am I just completely freaking out here and things don't make sense? A little bit of blue. Just a little bit of blue. Little bit of blue. That is wrong. So it should go that way. But now the issue here is what's the blue? That is grease, lubrication. I'm gonna let that sit there for now. Oh no, I have to actually get to it. All right, we're gonna kind of do some. We're gonna do some stuff here. Yes. Obviously, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try my best to answer. Also, let me know if things on the stream don't look or sound good. I need to do this. Actually slide that guy up. What I need to do, so I gotta do it. Obviously, this isn't the way that I normally do it. Like I said, I put this piece in first, and then the yoke. That sits in there. I'm also trying to not scratch everything. That's not going to work. Actually, yes, it will. Okay. Obviously, there's nothing to hold this. Oh my gosh. I'm doing this so objectively wrong. I have an idea. And it's a brilliant idea. And that is shoot the part across. Yo, it's just right here. Never mind. Okay. Well, I'm really just making this difficult for myself, which is fine. Here, you can see things a little more. Light pressure, light pressure, light pressure. And then I need to grab this side. that even right? Give me this. This is gonna make life easy. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I'm doing this all very wrong and very backwards of how I normally assemble this. Yeah, this is not... If I can... Oh my gosh. If you guys are curious, I'm making this 1,000 times worse, and if you know anything about watches, this is probably making you cringe a little bit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll just deal with that later. I'm going to go ahead and finish the other side because I can take apart. This is like... I'm trying to change my oil, but from the top of the car, instead of getting to the drain plug at the bottom. So I'm just going to put it aside for now. And when we get to the other side, you will see it's going to be 6,000 times easier. And that is not an understatement. Okay, we're back on track. Look at that. We got our gear train. This is our gear train. These are our 5 wheels in our gear train here. Excuse me. Okay, give me this guy. This is how you spend a Sunday right here. You know, I had issues with this screw. There we go. Yeah, there's like a tight tolerance on that screw, and I don't know if it's like a piece of flashing or something, or how it was machined and manufactured. Oh, this side's up, so okay. This is where most people quit. Or at least, if it's your first time ever working on a watch, this is usually where somebody breaks something. That risk never fully goes away. Oh gosh, you know what, I'm gonna take... You gotta stay in there. This can come out for now. Basically, I'm trying to get a post with... You know, I wonder if I have that wheel upside down. wonder if I have that wheel upside down. This one's wrong. This goes under. Maybe that just shuffled itself over. But basically, yeah, you're trying to get everything lined up and that nicely. Here, let me lift this side up again. And what's funny is I'm still not even at the part that I'm not used to. This is still just normal watch stuff. This isn't chronograph stuff here. I'm going to take this back off. Again, that screw. There we go. That screw on the setting lever is really giving me the grief here. Okay, so if we set this here, you guys can see, I can see, everybody's happy. We're going to take this guy out. Take you out of here for now. You have to fit underneath this lip and then just fall perfectly into place. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's how that works. There we go. Everybody's set in their home. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. And you know, I do have a lathe here at home, but I don't have all the collets for it. So it's not really functional yet. There we go. Did I get lucky? Look inside that hole. You see something moving up and down? Yep, okay, we got lucky. Got lucky. That's what we call it. So now I can grab that escape wheel again. Get this out of here. Set you down. We got some screws here. Should be there's 4. Well, 3 for that plate and then 1 for this plate. All 4 screws are the same. Oh no. Everything that could be a hurdle today has become a hurdle so far, which is fine. Almost twice. There we go. See, when things work, they work. This is my one of those brass tweezers, beryllium tweezers. Which don't scratch. But they're also extremely soft. Means you have to dress them fairly frequently. Alright. Then we got these two wheels here. Actually, that's super tall. As you can see, that one post, you can't really, but that post is longer than that post. So, we will apply that guy down there. There we go. We now have a wonderful working gear train. A few extra steps, few bumps along the way, but we got there. Now, it's supposed to freely spin for like ever. If it was perfectly clean, that was actually a really good spin there. And I'm not really crushing this guy. I'm just moving it, you know, like 4 teeth over, if even that. There is lubrication on the center, so there's going to be some resistance there, which is kind of backwards, but whatever. Not going to worry about lubricating that, actually. Okay. Now, are you blue? No, actually, okay. Oh yeah, that's the stuff I want right there. Oh, that was off the screen. I'm sorry. So basically, I just took this little needle and just fed a little bit of oil right in between those two. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a breather. We're taking a step backwards here. Remember those parts that I was really just not getting figured out there? You remember when I could talk normal? That should be plenty loose there. Okay. So I gotta take this guy off now. Okay. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Again, remember what I said about I don't do the stuff in the order that I take it apart in? This is why. Okay. Remember our buddies here? Remember how much I was struggling? Those are installed. That's it. And you just place the yolk in between there. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit of blue on that too. A little bit of blue. I don't know why I just call it blue. It's just easier, I guess. There we go. Okay. Okay. Bit of all over the board here, but we're getting there. This in the near future once I get that new mainspring in. But if I can get this all, if I can get this all figured out and learn how to, I guess rather know that I can get the chronograph all reassembled and everything, just get the watch actually assembled. Get it assembled nicely. That will be a big relief. Also, just knowing I can do it, that's also a nice feeling. I'm doing this not through the microscope, and it makes it a little bit tougher. Okay. And that was lined up. Yeah, it was lined up. Now I'm going to do this. Okay. It works! Oh, hey! We can put the cannon pinion on. As I'm just staring at it right there. We can do the thing. That's the wrong one. The cannon pinion is actually friction fit onto the gear train here. A little bit of the oil there. And the cannon pinion is what lets you set the hands. So it's friction fit, but it slips, it slides. So it has to be tight. It's got to click, it's going to click into place. It has to be tight, but it has to be loose enough so that it doesn't... Actually, I don't think you can really see it, but... There's a little line right in the center there. And that's our friction. It's friction enough to move. Or to grab. Like as you can see right now, do you see how it's moving the gears? And that's because there's nothing on the gears stopping it. Now, as you can see, I can stop the gears, but I can still freely move it. Hopefully that made sense. Red was already done. Red here. Oh, way in there. Way down in there. There we go. It's working. We got some blue. And some blue, and I missed. I missed on that one. Okay, we're good. Alright, so now I can flip this back over again. We're almost done with the simple functioning watch. And then up next will be the chronograph parts. Isn't this fun? This one blue. Okay. And again, I'm just doing these containers in order. So, in some watches, what they'll do for this part with the screw is it'll be a left-hand screw. Because this is what we're going to be winding with, right? And most of the time when you wind, it's left-handed, you know, counterclockwise, which if the screw was normal, that would loosen it. And then you have issues. So you have a left-handed screw where left makes it tighter, should other pieces stop working. What we did here is you just put 2 screws. That way it's not going to come loose or anything, or, you know, come unscrewed. Go. Teeny tiny screws. Teeny tiny screws. I think I figured out why these tweezers are slipping on stuff. The very, very edge of them. Yep. The very edge of them don't come to a point. There we go. That's better. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually dress them and really make it so that the absolute very, 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 very edge of them. But at that point, now we're talking, you know, the very, very, very edge of the tweezers there. Which I'm not going to worry about. I think that little just adjustment there with some pliers is going to be just fine. Okay. Perfectly smooth right there. Got us another spring. That guy goes here. I think what's crazy to me about this spring, I don't know if it's just this spring specifically or in general, but it actually catches the edge of this post where the screw goes. Now, if I was being fancy and thorough, teeny dot of blue. I think my favorite part about streaming stuff like this is if I mess up or do something wrong, I don't get it edited out. This is all live. It's all live and it's all real. Case in point, remember when I was messing up all the cannon pinion, or the winding pinion there? Sliding pinion. Okay, so that spring is more or less secured now. Let's go ahead and get that ratchet wheel attached. If this watch has an amplitude over like 150, I'll be proud of that. There we go. What's next? Oh, now we get into uncharted territories for me. Now we get into the fun stuff. Now we start building the chronograph. We got this piece here. Let's see here. Oh, do you go here? Yeah, you do. No, you don't. Right now I'm trying to use visual clues on here of how things go. So here's a spot here. There's a threaded hole below that, and that's where a screw goes. Bing, bang, boom. That's in place. Cool. I just want to point out I still have a mystery screw. One of the containers here. I almost had a complete mystery screw with that thing flying away there. Yeah. And of course, it's been a little time since I took this apart. Well, we'll see if I can't remember how to do all this, huh? We've already had an hour go by on the stream. Wow. I think I know where this screw goes, but I'll get there. Okay. So first things first, I have to put chronograph pushers on. This guy goes here. Okay. It actually goes in between. See that? See how it fit underneath there? And I put a screw in over here. But I have a spring to install. So this is where things get fun. And I remember this spring, whatever end goes under here, there's just a little notch. A little shelf that it can fit in there. And there. Whew. Dicey. Okay. Now, this is also where I start getting to, I don't know what I am supposed to and what I'm not supposed to oil here. Or lubricate, I should say. But I have some ideas. Just some light stuff. Now this could all be wrong. You know what? I think we have found the location of our mystery screw, because this one seems way... Oh, it's... No, here in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. No, we're good. This screw has 3 stripes on the top. It's a lefty-tighty screw. And as you can see, that functions. Now there is there's a hole right here That's going to be the trickiest, I think, for me, of taking this, or putting this back together. We'll see. And I think I have to do it right now. Okay. Whoops. Now, of course, I could go watch my video of me taking this apart and get this all figured out immediately. But I'm pretty sure this guy goes here. And I'm pretty sure it goes like this. So now, I have to get, this is the screw that flew off on me last time too. I have to get this screw attached to this guy on the bottom while not upsetting this guy. But it all kind of doesn't line up nicely. I'm just going to try to take this plexi stick here. Okay. Huh. Alright, I'm going to try something here. Can I hold spring I also don't use tweezers with my right hand, so this is weird. Nor do I screwdriver right hand. And before I might have done it. I might have actually done it. All right, cool. So that's all I had to do. Was pinch the spring and then push the bottom out. See how I can get that spring separated? And that gave me enough room that this is working wonderfully. Cool. All right, now it's time for the next pusher. This is actually working fairly well. A little more blue, of course. Okay, so we've got another pusher here, and then another screw. Another lefty screw. Easy enough. lefty screw, so lefty tighty. Bit of a mistake here. I put it on the inside of that spring. It needs to go on the outside of that spring. The whole point of that spring. So we've got start, stop. We've got our reset. Our hammer. Cool. Everybody's playing nicely so far. And now I think I found where that mystery screw goes. But now, where does this guy go? Oh boy, this is where we have fun. And when I say I genuinely have no idea where any of this stuff goes, again, I don't have a chart in front of me. I might need a picture. I might have to grab a picture real quick. I mean, I have a general idea of what it looks like. Okay. Well, the next one has a spring, and the spring goes here. There's also a wheel that goes here, so that's got to be open a little bit. We have to engage. Just letting you know you've been here, just sitting vibing. Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Usually, I promise I know what I'm kind of doing. Right now, so I took this apart, but I took it apart last week, not today. So right now I'm partially struggling with trying to figure out where pieces go, and I took it apart and laid it out in a box in reverse order. So I'm doing reverse order of the containers here. Let me pull up. Let me just grab a watch. Maybe I can cheat. In full honesty, some of these watches, some of these chronographs, it's under the hood of a Chevy, under the hood of a Ford, kind of the same thing. Engine, oil, transmission, battery, you know, stuff like that. That's the same deal here. I've got a watch right here, and it kind of has a similar thing. Kind of. that's not working. So let me just pull up. Let me find a picture real quick. I'm gonna find a picture on my phone here. Also should grab a sip of water before too much longer here. Image. Look at that. Look at that, right off the bat. That's all I needed. So if we're looking, this is laid out like that. Boom, boom, boom. You are... Where are you? Where? Where are you? Well, that's a 7733, so technically it's different. Same family, but it is different. Oh, is this my minute? Is it? Oh my gosh, is this my minute arm? Here's a 7730. Wow. Again, I've got a albeit a very much larger picture, but that is a picture nonetheless of this movement. That's the minute and seconds recorder. There's a little sneaky guy under here, I think. In my head. Nope, that's... You're this one, right? Ah. So here's what needs to happen. Obviously this arm rocks off of something. I have a screw hole right here. I believe this is my mystery screw. I believe that screw fits right there. Mouth it out. But this doesn't fit here. What if this was upside down this whole time? And I'm being a silly guy? Set the clock real quick. Set the game clock real quick. Watch this. I just flipped this guy over. Done. That's a record right there. That's all it was. It was literally just upside down. And all this does is moves that far. That's all this does. It was upside down, folks. I could probably be using the red oil instead of the blue grease on something like that. Now, I also feel like I need to lubricate this wheel. So I'm going to. Upside down flippy boy. That's the one. Like I'm sitting here staring at it and I'm like, you know, maybe I just have this in here run. Sure enough, that's what I want, the other one. This could also be a don't lubricate situation, but I'm going to. Winter out. Whoa. I have no idea if it snowed today. I am very aloof on a number of things for today, and you know what? That's okay. There's our mystery screw. Sorry, I was off camera. A little. That screw literally, it's not actually attached to the plate, it's just holding it down. And that's literally as far as this piece moves. And this guy spins. Again, maybe I was supposed to leave that one dry, but we'll put some little Earl on it. This spring goes here, obviously. Obviously, this spring goes here. Obviously, that spring goes there. This I know faces this way. I also know that okay, yep. Alright. This spring is pretty secure in here, but I don't trust myself, so I'm taking it out for right now. This guy goes here. Right? And that spring has to go on the other side of that? Ooh, wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. That looks a lot better. That goes over here. Can't believe you guys were going to let me just put this in wrong. But here's the thing, is watches kind of, they'll let you know if you're putting a part in wrong. And that is magnetized. This is the watch I want to wear for the next week. So that's why I want to get it together today. If you go check my Instagram, the last few weeks I've been wearing orange watches. I do have a backup one that's got some orange on it. Obviously I could be way more orange, but this one lights up, which you can't see on camera because it's light in here. Okay, back to the watch. Bing, bing, boom. I did not put oil on this one. Let's let it ride. So this spring, again, we're going to put this guy in like this. We're going to cram it on down there. Can I have this one arm back, please? Thank you. There we go. Now that's all checked. Okay. Now I'm going to put this guy on last out of this next box here. This is the driving wheel. This attaches to the fourth wheel in yeah. This attaches to the fourth wheel, aka the seconds. And this actually provides this is kind of like our transmission. I don't know how transmissions work in cars. This is always spinning. Then we engage this guy right here, this wheel. And then boom, chronograph runs. I'm going to do that last. I also don't want to install it upside down, which I think it goes this way. I think it goes that way because that looks like it lines up. Right height for the teeth there on that guy. Yeah, okay, cool. We're going to do that last though. We've got our minute and our seconds for chronograph. I don't know if you guys really saw much of those. Yeah. Gotta say, I kind of wish I had a heart rate monitor on the stream so you guys can see. I feel like I'm doing all right. Just a little bit of sauce on there. And this guy, this opening right here. Sticks through. This keeps track of our minutes right here. Up to 30. Oh, good lord! Who put this microscope here? Yes, that keeps track of our minutes up to 30 with our chronograph. You need to time something over 30 minutes. The answer is you don't. That's what you do in that situation. Obviously that's not true. Well, you don't time it with this watch. Make sure this guy's got some oil on it. Yeah. Can't put that on yet. I just remembered. So I couldn't put that on because it was actually rubbing on this wheel here that transfers the seconds to minutes. I'll show you how that works, but first I need to put on this bad boy right here. Whoa! This keeps the keeps it lifted up a little bit so it doesn't actually rub on that. Okay. Come on. Riveting stuff here. Again, this is all live, so enjoy me trying to figure out how to put this together for a second. me a screw. It's not that hard. He says as he gets absolutely shaky. What I'm going to do is, does that actually reach? I don't think that really translates to stream, but this is actually popping upwards now. How do I do this? I want it centered over this hole. If when I screw the screw down, it actually grips and moves it over a little bit. And I worry that the side touching the seconds register there, or whatever you want to call it, the second, you know. I feel like if it touches the side there, that it's going to reduce performance. It's going to increase friction. So I'm wondering if I can take. And then that should be centered. And then there we go. That should be good. I'm gonna get that water I said I was gonna get earlier. Excuse me. I also muted the microphone because who wants to hear? My microphone is literally on my throat. So you would hear me gulping away at that water there. Watch this move. Perfect music transition right there. So I bet you're wondering, hey Pete, how do the minutes click perfectly in place every minute and jump to the minute? Well, let me show you. There is a thing called the click spring with its accompanying screw, and it goes here. What? It goes somewhere. Now, as for why you can move that left and right, I don't understand. Oh. Is that where you go? All signs point to yes, and also I'm going to kind of centralize that. I'm going to try to centralize that. Seems like it's the play. So as the seconds spin around, there's this little lever, this little spike point right down here. That engages with and does stuff there. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and put the driving wheel on. I don't want to right now, but I'm going to. Done. Is it actually on? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it because if I goof anything up there, I have to throw this whole thing out, basically. And I don't want to do that. Okay, so here's our hammer. And this is going to reset the two hearts. This is how you get your reset to 0. I know this goes this way because there's kind of a thing there. And it sets right there. I think we need a little bit of red for this. It's weird as I call the one blue. Even though there's a couple blues. Literally just throw the watch out or redo the work. Literally throw it out. This is a vintage watch, and if I break a piece here, I might not be able to replace it. I did find the driving wheel, so maybe I could find the fourth wheel. But if I can't, this thing's as good as useless. So that's why if I don't touch it, I can just leave it, and everything's okay. You're gonna go here. Some blue up there. There's actually a few points here. I'm gonna take this back off. Did you there? I put green on, or red on that one. There, sure. Let's start anyway. So what I'm going to do here is, glad it's not yours. Yeah, stick with modern watches. I mean, this is going to be a really, really nice watch. I think so anyway. But yeah, just if something goes wrong, it's either irreplaceable or expensive. You know, I think you can appreciate that with you know, vintage stuff, vintage cars and whatever. I don't know why I just used my finger right there. I just left a giant fingerprint. I'll get that in a second. We're very close to being able to actually demonstrate the chronograph function here, but let me get this. Cleaned up. I have a thing right here that's supposed to be my finger. So as you can see, there's this asymmetrical shape. Boom, 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 boom. Then when it re-engages, it pushes that to flat, pushes this to flat. In cars is greater, majority of things are remanufactured. Yeah, exactly. A lot of parts for old watches are, I mean, it depends on the company. It's old stock by someone at least. Yeah, so this is the 7730. It's Big Brother, the 7750, which is this with an automatic feature on it. I believe is still made to this day. Some of the parts you can swap around, some of them you can't. So, and that's where it gets real tricky. Just like I have a quartz watch. I serviced a quartz watch that I own. Some of the parts you can't find, some of the parts you still can. That quartz, it's a Seiko quartz watch, and the dial side, the keyless works, setting the time, setting the date, actually matches its mechanical cousin, which that blew my mind. It's a quality quartz watch. An iconic quartz watch at that. Also, excuse me. It's the quartz watch worn by Norman Schwarzkopf. Because anyone that knows me knows I'm a giant history buff. Big on my war folks. Actually, I had a guy in the store the other day, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Stormin' Norman wore 2 Rolex watches," and I was like, "No, you wear Seikos." Not to be rude to this customer or anything, but I was like, "Nah, you got that wrong." And then I hopped on eBay and I found one and bought it. Bought it as not working, replaced a part on it, and now it works. So. Again, it is a really nice quartz movement, though. What's going on here? Are we set? Is everybody cool? I think everyone's cool here. We're all cool. Everyone's having a good time at this party. So now in theory, if I push this here, watch this wheel and this wheel. There's these 2 arms here. In theory, it works! Here, dropping stuff. You're set up right, aren't you? Aren't you, buddy? You're not. I have I have 2 pieces. Okay. All right. Okay. This is what's going to make everything work or not work. And I know where it goes. This guy. Boom, boom. Whoa, 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 buddy. You sit down there. I said you sit down there. Okay. Why does this feel so wrong? I'm going to just kind of look over this real quick. Did I line something up wrong? I'm going to try to put this into its case. And maybe I can see what's going on here. I don't have a... They make movement holders with dedicated pushers. Kind of like this here. So you can push buttons and stuff. This is for a Seiko. It's actually 3D printed. I bought this years and years ago. I've used it all of one time. Will you just play nicely if I just set you in here? Will you play nicely enough, anyway? Okay. Alright, let's see if we can see what's going on here. All that's left after this is the pallet fork and the balance wheel. So... If you're wondering why it's taking so long, I need to actually get this pusher off. And clean and lubricate the gaskets and stuff. And just clean out all the gunk. Clean the movement, did not clean the case. Not yet, anyway. Okay. Let's do this in the case. I want to verify everything's working. It's been a fun journey, though. Last week, or was it last week? The week before, I'm blanking on the exact time I did this, but when I put this or took this watch apart, it was a journey for me. It was a bit of an evolution, even though I don't really want to use that, but I didn't think I was going to be able to do something like this, but here I am. So now, I can wind this and it doesn't go flying, because that pallet fork is telling everybody, hey, hold your horses. Put a little bit of a wind on it there. I can take the balance. Here, we'll switch cameras. That's my bad. It's also tricky because it's in the case, so I can't get a side view of it. Which I might have to. Okay. Hey, the watch runs. Also, I did not oil the balance jewels. Or give it a full line. Okay, so as you can see, this wheel here is spinning. And it's spinning this one, but it's not engaged with the with this wheel here. And as such, we're not keeping time. The watch is running, but not keeping time. It's not. We're not running the stopwatch, the chronograph. If I push the button, that engages. It'll spin around, and once it does a full 360, it'll turn this one, which will turn this guy. Advance the minutes one time. But we can stop it. As you can see, it stops there. And reset. This works. The watch works. The watch works, and the functions function as functioning. Alright, stop. Reset. Also, it really bugs me that this pusher is kind of stiff. Everything works though. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a... Well, let's get it out of the case here first off. Let's get it out of the case. This screwdriver. Okay, I'm gonna... A few more spots of lubrication here. The stem. Stem's my favorite to do because I just get to kind of have fun with it. There's 4 sides on this square piece here. This is basically where you get to turn everything. Reinstall that. Okay, giving this a good wind here. I'm gonna give it a full wind, actually. So it does stop. Like it says no more. Now I'm gonna take the balance back off and... No, actually I'm gonna do this the more difficult, fun way. Okay. Let's see what we got here. How do you come apart? There's 2 jewels here, and then a spring system. It's like a shock spring. So the watch can take a bump, and then this kind of moves around a little bit so you don't just immediately snap it off. Otherwise, if you clapped your hands once, this thing would break. Kind of thing. Let's zoom that out a little bit. You just a spinner. You just spin. Yes? No? Spinner? No? Yes? I can't tell if this is supposed to spin more and open the other side, or get the other side freed up. Uh, huh. Again, I've never done a shock spring that looks like this, so I don't know how this comes apart, and I don't want to force it. Okay, we're just gonna go back. Yeah, we'll just put you back for now. So I don't have oil, I don't have lubrication on the balance. And I don't have lubrication on the pallet stones. It looks slower in person than it does on the camera. But I'm going to take it over to my time grapher here. Let's just see what it says. Oh, and I did write down where it was before. I forgot I wrote down what it was before. That's going to be great if it's actually worse. My time grapher is... Here, we'll see if we can... You can kind of see it right over here. Yeah. Okay. It appears to be close to what it was before. So let me go ahead and... Alright, I'm going to take this balance off and I'm going to try to oil it not in the preferred way. But it does work, so it's fine. And the pallet stone. Flip that over. Okay. Again, this isn't the way I like to do this, but if I can't get these cap jewels off, I can't get to it. Okay. That. And some fun grease here. This is a 9415. Top of the hour again. Oh my gosh. Piece of something on there. This is such a minor thing, but it can make all the difference. I'm just putting a little bit of this grease on the pallet stone face. And then it goes on the escape wheel teeth. And it just helps make sure that it releases so it doesn't get stuck or anything. But also not be a giant bother. Not my best work, but it will work. And I'm going to do something very wrong, so I'm just going to kind of be over here. Okay, nobody saw that. I just gently lifted the balance wheel out of the way. Okay, visually to me, it looks better now. It looks like it's moving faster. Of course, that could just be a placebo. Check it again. Okay. I made no adjustments to the timing, to the regulation on this watch. When I took it apart, I don't know if fingers work backwards there. Amplitude to 230. Beat error was 1.5 milliseconds, and it was within 10 seconds a day. Right now, it is at 272. 1.1 milliseconds, and then 24 seconds a day fast, which is fine. All I need to do is make some adjustments. I'm gonna make them, and then I'll show you what I'm doing here. Of course, that's a 272 amplitude with it fully wound. Instead of letting it run for half an hour first. So I moved one piece just ever so slightly, and it is now at a 0. Come on, say 0.0. Come on, say it. Say it. It says 0.1 milliseconds. Basically, I'm checking, tick, 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 tick. And it was two separate lines, and now it's a line on top of itself. So I'm going to leave that at, okay, there it said 0.0. And then I'm going to slow it down. Also with this adjustment here, the amplitude has actually gone up to 280. Which, wow. Cool. Oh, come on. Okay, alright, I'm going to take a picture of this. Because I want you guys to see, and I want to send it to my buddy. Okay, let me just let it go a little bit here. Yeah, okay. Wow. What about this way? The real test is now I flipped it the other way. So now in 2 positions, it's within 10 seconds. And then you should lose some amplitude on the side. Because gravity is making friction. So it dropped to about 30 amplitude, which is normal. Timekeeping seems to still be... Wow. Pat myself on the back. Okay. So this... Oops. Just shut it off. I don't need it anymore. So what I was adjusting right there is the beat error. Let's say here's your 0 position, right? Beat error would be if I'm 15, this is all just numbers, I'm not, actually using watch stuff. 15 degrees this way, and then 14 degrees this way, it's not center, it's off a hair to one side. 15, 15, 0 on the dot. So what that is so let's draw a line here. Straight line here. Because that's a really good that's actually where your 0, this swings like this back and forth. Your 0, and it swings 160 degrees this way. No, that's not right. 130-ish degrees this way. 130-ish degrees this way. 0 points right here. If it's swinging 140 this way and 120 this way, then it's off center. Basically, it's just measuring to make sure that there's the balance jewel, the roller jewel on the wheel here, that controls the whole. It's complicated, but the jewel that's on there you want lined up nice and center. Amplitude is how far is it swinging. 270 means it's going 135 this way, 135 that way. Right? Nice and strong. And then obviously your timekeeping, how many seconds a day, is just, is it running? This thing is a metronome, and it knows how fast it should be ticking. Beats per hour and all that stuff. So if your line here, your beat error, if it isn't at 0, you move this arm here, and that realigns your roller jewel. You can do it by eye, but I just have a machine to do it. If you want it to spin faster or slower, you move this guy. It makes your spring shorter or longer to speed it up and slow it down. I just got like 7 text messages in a second here. Okay, it's just my family talking stuff. Yeah, I don't even know if I need a new mainspring for this thing. Of course, that was the amplitude at a full wind. You want to check it after it's been running for like half an hour or so. But that gives me a lot of confidence there. I'm really, really glad about that. seeing those numbers already. So. All right. Send a message to my watchmaking cohort. One of my correspondents. We chat pretty much every day just about watches and jobs we got in, or this and that. Really cool dude. Yeah, so now I need to figure out on my case here. As you can see, this works perfect. This side, see that? It should not be doing that. The issue here is I don't rightly know how that comes apart. It could just be a screw part one, where I have to grab the inside and then unscrew the outside pusher here. I don't want to mess with that right now. What I can do is a big old glob of sauce here. And I'm just going to let that try to work itself in. It's a temporary fix for right now. If it does fix it, obviously. Do these spin and turn? Okay, they do. Obviously, I'm going to have to take this apart. This was like an old stock case. This wasn't like a brand new thing or anything. But it's the case that I could find that worked for my watch, my movement. So I had to buy it. I'm going to leave that alone for now. That needs some work, clearly. Even with a little bit of the sauce, it's still not functioning as it should. Spring seems like it's really good. I think it's just either the gasket has failed and ripped and teared, or it's old and deteriorated. Which makes me wonder if on this side, if there even is a gasket in there. So I won't be getting this watch wet anytime soon. But yeah, that is a, I'm going to call it, it's a Valjoux 7730. That's the company that owns it now. I forget I just touched something on my computer. I don't know the exact maker of this one off the top of my head. I apologize for that. But it is a 7730 through and through. This one's actually stamped Breitling. Yeah, that's up and running. That's humming. That's going. Chronograph functions, resets to 0. Cool stuff. There's actually a glop of oil on there. Cool. Yeah, that's going to do it for me. I did what I set out to do today, which was get this movement back together. I do have to get it... I'm just going to stop the music. I do have to get the hands, the dial on, get the hands reattached. I still have to order a new second hand for it. Chronograph second hand. The actual second hand is fine. That works. It's running. Functions. Can't be mad about that. Hopefully this helped you if you own a 7730 chronograph like I do here. Just hopefully a helpful guide for putting it back together. Something to reference anyway. And yeah, obviously I've got tons of other watches. Got a number in this box up here. It's not full. It's just it's a start though. I've got watches here. I've got watches all over the place. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some lunch. I ate breakfast a while back and then just kind of hop down here. So thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, let me know. I don't know how to source any parts for these. I know on a Seiko Bellmatic video I did, somebody was asking me about alarm springs and stuff. I'm not, I don't have a supply for these parts. I mean, I've got accounts places, but that's like through my work and stuff, and I don't know if I'm allowed to just tell people where to find stuff. I'm sure if you look, though, you should be able to find things. And that's just me. That's just me trying to cover my own backside there. Making a snack, missing the last of the stream. No worries. This watch is humming. It's running great, and now I will be confident wearing it, knowing that it has been serviced and running well. Yeah. So like I said, if you have this watch, hopefully you can use this video as a means to help you piece it back together. I've got tons of others to do. I actually have a gold pocket watch that I want to get up and running. I think I just need to, I'm going to find another movement to put in it. The movement that's in it's like an off-brand one, like a lesser known company. So parts aren't as readily available or replacement movements. So I'm just going to find something else to fit in there, I think. That 7002, that Seiko I worked on last time, I did get it together. I found out that there is a cracked jewel on the center wheel there, the fourth wheel. Or I'm sorry, the second wheel, but we call it the center wheel to make it easier for everybody. That jewel is cracked, and I think that's what was causing some issues with it stopping. Is that cracked jewel, I think, was actually just out of round and just grabbing. So I do have to get that main plate replaced. I think I have one somewhere. If I do, I'll get that together. It was another project watch of mine. And I do want to get it back into its diver case. I had another case I was thinking about putting it in, but I want to get this diver case used again. Very similar case to the quartz watch that I got, the quartz Seiko. Yeah, if I can get this one together, that'd be sick. That's for another stream. So I'll be back whenever I'm back with another one of these. I don't know exactly when that is. It's just when I have some free time on a Sunday. I like to stream. And obviously, the more feedback I get on stuff like this, and support and all that, I hate to be, you know, kind of at the whim of numbers and stuff, but that's how it goes. If people want to see more watch stuff, people need to be watching the watch stuff. That's just, I mean, that's just how things work. That's how, you know, obviously I will do it at my own pace when I want to, but if people want to see more of it, then I will do more of it. Same thing with anything else that I'm doing that's not related to watch stuff. That's a rant for another time. Yeah, we can chat in the comments and all that. I'm going to get going. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. That's it. I don't have an outro or an outro screen or anything, so...